Happy Friday. Friday's here. Thank goodness. How you doing, everybody? I'm Nate Eaton in downtown Phoenix. It's 8 in the morning here, 8:08. Temperature around 85. It's going to be warm this weekend. It's going to be hot here in Arizona. Court is starting early today. Normally we have a 10:30 start time. Doing 9:30 today. And back on the stand, a detective, first off, with the Gilbert Police Department. Lori Vallow will continue her cross-examination of that detective, first thing. And then we know that later on today, or this morning, Brandon Boudreaux will be back on the stand for Lori to cross-examine him, assuming that she got what she needed from her private investigator. What happened yesterday, the reason why she did not cross-examine him yesterday, he was on the stand, he was the first witness. Trina Kay questioned him for over an hour. Lori said that she did not have any of her files that her investigator had for Brandon, for her to do her questioning. And they could not get a hold of the investigator. They called him, they emailed him. Apparently he was not responding, which is a little odd if you ask me, but so Lori couldn't get any of that. At least that's the story we heard. And so we'll see if they got a hold of him overnight and if she has the files she needs to question Brandon today. And if so, that's going to be happening today. The jury all of that was discussed outside the presence of the jury, but the judge did tell them that just so you know, sometimes in trial things go out of order. Don't read into it. The cross-examination of this witness will happen on another time. I'm going to switch arms here. No, someone asked if Melanie's here. She's not here. She has not come. She did testify in Chad's trial, Melanie Boudreaux, but not in Lori's, and she hasn't come to the other trials. Morning, everybody. You're watching from all over the place. UK, Wales, Florida. So we do know at least today those are going to be the two people we hear from at least. And then Lori asked what other witnesses are going to be called. Trina Kay said she had to go back and juggle the schedule because of Lori not being able to question Brandon yesterday. So we should hear from more witnesses. We do know for sure that at least one witness, Ray Hermosillo from Rexburg Police, he has to fly in next week. And I believe the FBI guy, oh shoot, I forgot his name. It just slipped my mind. He will be flying in too. He'll be coming in. So the trial will for sure continue on Monday and then Tuesday, and could be wrapped up by Wednesday, at least on the prosecution side, because Lori's witnesses are in limbo, you could say. So, what have been your thoughts so far? Would love to hear them if you've been watching. And we'll see what happens today. There was some discussion yesterday after the jury left about Lori being able to bring some DPO medicine from the jail. I don't know what that is, but they were talking about maybe giving her Advil, Tylenol, something like that, because she wasn't feeling well. The judge said that that's okay. She can bring it. Oh, the other news, I'm bearing the lead here. I reported yesterday how she filed a motion to have Boreski taken off the case. Again, well, the judge denied it. Another judge, and said that, so this is the third time Lori's asked. The KOP, keep on person. Thank you, that's good to know. So she can keep it on her. I'm gonna sit down here for a minute. KOP, keep on person. So the judge said, Lori, because when they come over from the jail, you can't bring stuff, and Lori asked to bring it. I got to tell you, it is so quiet down here today. They don't hold trials on Friday in Maricopa County. So I'm looking in the jury room through this glass. There's like 5 people in there total. And um, court is just so quiet down here. And, or the downtown area is just so quiet. So, there's a woman hiding behind this pillar who might be watching right now. She's come to court. Let's see if she comes around the corner. If she's watching, we'll know because she'll peek her head out. So let me get back to what the judge was saying. The judge said that Lori filed a motion saying the judge denied her a hearing, and because of that, there is a trial today. It's just not other trials that are happening. Because the judge, morning, are you watching? Are you watching? I'm on live right now.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
And I was asked from a very special friend, North Carolina, Michelle, for you to give her a shout out.
Okay, Michelle, hi. There you go, just for you. I'll see you
Are ready for
upstairs.
your day?
I guess so. We'll see.
Gods must be crazy.
Yes. Yes, there is a trial today. They just don't have other trials. Now, back to what the judge said. Sorry, I will focus. It's Friday. I'm ready to go home. I am going home tonight. There's a late flight out of here, which is nice. The judge said that when Lori filed this motion for a new judge, Lori said he's been fair and impartial, which she said before, and she argued that he denied her a hearing when she deserved one, and legally he was not, in his legal capacity, he legally denied her a new judge and shouldn't have. The other judge responded, didn't even hold an oral hearing, and said, one, you can't request a new judge in the middle of a trial. Imagine if you could, because everybody would probably do that. Like, if the judge was ruling against you, I'd be like, I want a new judge right in the middle of a trial. You have to do it at least 10 days before the trial. So that was denied. Also, apparently in her motion, Lori argued legal reasonings why Boreski should be off, and the judge said, you can't argue legalities in this sort of motion. You have to argue why the judge is being unfair and why he is being impartial. You don't argue the legals, argue why, and she didn't have any of that. So there you go. Judge Boreski remains on the case, and he, has been here since the beginning with Lori. What do y'all think of Judge Boreski? You think he's been pretty fair? He's pretty low key. It seems, like he takes it in stride, and he's got a great staff. One of his assistants helped with the Jodi Arias trial. So yeah, his staff are just so professional, so nice. They've been great. The other judge in Boise, in Idaho too, Judge Boyce too. As I mentioned the other day, I'd love to have both of those guys together to sit on a panel with me and let me interview the both of them. It probably will never happen until they're retired, if that ever does happen. But it will be a couple of years at least. Judges don't talk about their cases. The judge in the Murdaugh case did talk, but it was after he retired. Y'all think the judge is handsome, I see. Judge McDreamy, the silver fox. It's funny. When Chad Daybell's preliminary hearing happened in August of 2020, somebody online created a bingo card of like all of the detectives and the players in it. So like Hermosillo would take the stand and you'd mark your bingo card, and Ron Ball and you'd mark the bingo card. Anyway, it's you guys are very creative. So yeah, we're gonna head inside here. Court starts today at 9:30, which is an hour and 15 minutes from now. It could maybe start a little bit earlier. We'll have to see. The calendar said 8:45 online, but I don't know why it would be 8:45 unless the judge has asked the parties to arrive by then so they can discuss these witness issues with Lori and her witnesses. That's just my speculation. I really think it will probably start at 9:30. So I'll start posting updates on East Idaho News at 9:30, and then 10:30 is when you can start to watch the video, 10 is when you can start to watch the video, which is 11 o'clock Mountain Time. 1:20 in the morning in Australia. Why are you awake? You should be sleeping. Do I think Lori's nervous to cross-examine Brandon? That's a good question. I'm wondering, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, what approach she'll take with Brandon. she took very different approaches with Adam, her brother, versus Kay Woodcock. With Adam, she was more kind of, you know, defiant. With Kay, she was very timid. She was up there for maybe less than 5 minutes. So I have a feeling with Brandon, it'll be the first one. Brandon is the key witness. This is Brandon's story. So, from a defense perspective, you'd really want to try to poke holes in Brandon's story if you're on her side. So we'll see what she does, how she does it. Yes, it is National Donut Day, and I have not had a donut today. I would love to. There's so many good donut shops around here. When I go home tonight, fly home with a box of donuts, but that's can be messy to travel with. Is this my black shirt from Hawaii? No, it's not. I sadly no longer have that shirt, but it's very similar. I like to have just the plain colored black shirts. I cannot show up to court wearing like a guilty or a mugshot shirt, but a lady did show up yesterday wearing guilty of following East Idaho News, and she had to turn it inside out. I was flattered that she wore it, but also you can't really wear stuff like that in a courtroom. It'll like, you can't have slogans on your shirt. So anyway, thank you for those of you that got the t-shirts. I think we have a few left. I think we're out of like mediums. I don't know. My team was telling me yesterday that we have a very limited number of shirts left again, and we'll see. It is not a bamboo shirt. I think this is 100% cotton, and it was probably $5 at the store. I don't even know which brand it is. What do they call those? The outfit check, the fit checks. My fit check today. These are. This is like a $5 T-shirt from Kohl's or something. I know you all are dying to see this. My pants are from the Gap outlet. They were maybe $20, and my shoes are from, I don't know, Rack Room Shoes or uh, foot footwear, Shoe Carnival, something like that. My socks. I forgot my socks. My socks are they're gold toe socks, probably from Kohl's. There you go. There's my outfit. So I'm so trendy, as you can tell. Why the more casual look this time? Because it's Friday. I'll be honest with you. I would have, and I could have probably gone in the courtroom with shorts and flip flops. I would not have done that though, but man, if I could. I don't know if you'll want me to do a fit check live every time I do this. I told you I don't really have much on my thing. Oh hey, Leilani, thank you for the donation. Uh, Donut day. I will get some donuts. And I'm going home, and maybe I'll take my kids out for donuts tomorrow when we get there. Yes, casual Friday. I do have some. Oh, I wish today, if you all would have told me I was going to do an outfit check, sorry, fit check, I would have. I have Idaho potato socks that the Idaho Potato Commission sent me, and there's like Idaho's and there's potatoes on them, and I'm not wearing them today. Do we have a list? I think you mean a witness list. Yes, there is a witness list. I don't have all of the names memorized. There's 22 people on the list for the prosecution and about 5 or 6 people on the defense list. But the judge said that on those 5 or 6, he wasn't able to say how they're relative to the case and whatnot. So, did Lori ask the judge to recuse himself? She did, and the other judge denied it. So the judge remains on the case. Any other quick questions, guys? I think I'm going to head inside here in a minute. Looks like there's a lot of tour groups coming through the courthouse property today. Here, I'll give you a look to show you just kind of what it looks like out here. It's a very Arizona feel with the cactuses and everything. This is kind of the plaza where we walk up every day. That tower right there is where Judge Boreski's normal court is, on the 11th floor. And so normally that's where his courtroom is. It was moved over to the South Tower because of this case is quite popular. And this is where we stand. So many of you have asked about the doppelganger detective. I had a couple of people message me saying that, and in fact, some of you sent me side-by-side photos of me and him, the detective, the guy who was on the stand yesterday, McDermott. And I guess we do kind of look alike. I'll have to see. So we'll have to see. All right, everybody. Extra decorum requirements for her to cross Brandon since he's the victim. I don't think so. I think she just has to stay within the rules of the court and can't, go all over the place. Yes, we'll do a courtroom insider tonight, same time. Might be a little bit shorter if depending on how long court goes today, because I'll have to get to the airport, but we'll have to see that. All right, everybody. Maybe I will have to show the photo tonight of the side by side of us. I'm gonna head inside the courtroom. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I'll try to do a lunch update here. I'll try to do a lunch update tonight and keep you updated.